Hi, Jamir. You got extensive time tonight guarding both Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell. What'd you learn from that experience?
I mean, those are two great players. They got respect in the league. I think it just shows that I got respect. I earned respect from the coaches and trust to leave me out there and guard, guys like that.
And how gratifying was it just to have the game that you had also with what you did on the offensive end?
I think it goes back to my work. Just like, give credit to, my coaches, them helping me out. We got a lot of development that goes on, so just shouts out to them. We work really hard, when nobody sees, and I think today's it just showed it.
Jamir, the last couple of years, Bilal getting similar assignments to what you got tonight has said after that rookie season he had to learn how to not kind of respect the guys on the other side in those matchups. Do you have that similar mindset even though it is only your rookie season, just to kind of turn off, like, I've watched these guys play as I've come up, but now I have to not respect them in a way to be able to kind of have that dog mentality?
I would say I respect their game, as far as like them being able to score. I know, Donovan, he averages 30 or whatever, so I gotta have some sort of respect, to understand that, they can go off for any type of night. So just me guarding, understanding that they are great players and, just staying in front.
As much as the coaches equip you guys with the scouting report, tendencies of guys, if you can kind of take us into the mindset of how difficult it truly is to try and defend and lock down these star players, or at least keep them at or under their average. Like, what goes into that to be able to just have the mindset to dig in every single possession?
I would say really just discipline, staying disciplined. Both Mitchell and Garland draw a lot of fouls. So just being disciplined, locking in on the scout, and just, trusting your teammates to have your back. They come off a lot of ball screens, so you got to be disciplined. They draw a lot of fouls off those ball screens, and they getting a lot of calls. So really just staying disciplined.
Jamir, you talked about the development and stuff that you guys do when no one else is looking. What are the things that you're trying to focus on, and then what are the things that the organization has helped you with the most that have helped you so far?
I feel like we're on the same page as far as like what I need to get better at. That's guarding, slide my feet, stand in front of some of the best guys in the NBA, and just knocking down open shots and just allowing myself to just start my role. So really, that's it.
How do they help you with improving as a defender?
Really just guarding. We got a lot of we call them cap guys. There's coaches that are assigned to, help us and stuff. So just guarding them, being able to guard guys like CJ, Chris Middleton in practice, that helps a lot. We got a lot of good players that, I'm able to guard and just learn from to, test my discipline, and it helps me a lot.
Jamir, you had a really good performance on both ends tonight. How did you kind of keep that, just that kind of intensity on both sides of the court? Is that something that's come naturally to you since college before that, or is that something the Wizards have helped you, over the course of the season with?
I would say starting in college, I played a lot of different roles, from VCU to Florida State. I played a lot of different roles. I played 3-and-D similar at VCU. Then Florida State, I was put in a bigger role. So me just being able to play multiple roles, I think, the Wizards know that. So they can put me in any position and I could, come out.
And what about the NBA has kind of caught you by surprise so far?
Probably the pace, just the pace of the games. Momentum is a big factor of a lot of games. So just staying in the game, you could be down 20 and, in the fourth quarter and end up coming back. So runs are a big thing in the NBA. So really just the pace.
The block you had that led to the Will Riley alley-oop was just a heck of a play. How would you describe that sequence?
I would say that's a great sequence. That kind of like explains how practice goes, how we want to play. Fast and transition. So I'm sure BK loved that play.
Jamir, what's one thing defensively that is different from college to the NBA that you didn't realize before coming to the NBA?
Probably the respect that certain players have. So you just gotta be able to deal with some calls. You only get one challenge, so they're not gonna. Depending on who you are, they're not gonna keep challenging plays. So just being disciplined on defense.
Jamir, especially with the go-go stints that you've had, like what has Coach Top and all those guys been telling you about what they want to see from you and how have you shown it on the floor?
So Top, he just explained to me about how he had multiple guys that he put in great positions, from them listening and just having an open ear. So he knows what he's talking about. So me just having an open ear, listening to him, that's a blessing for me to be able to have him as a coach in the G League.
The shot looked very repeatable tonight, and I just wonder what you've done to put the work in to get that shot where it does look repeatable all the time.
Like I said earlier, I think it's a shout out to the coaches, my coaches in my circle. We put a lot of work in and prepare for moments like these and just stay ready. We got a lot of guys that are we have stay ready games, so we prepare a lot. So I think tonight just showed up.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.